Okay, welcome back to Cultural Vibes Radio. It is yours truly, DJ Terry. And right now is that time. We're going to head down to Trinidad and Tobago to speak with Mr. Winston Nannen, CEO of Nannen Eco Tours. They've been around for over 50 years, and they are going to provide you with exclusive information about Trinidad and Tobago and the rest of the Caribbean. Mr. Nannen, are you there, sir?
Oh, yes, I am here, Terry.
And how's the beautiful weather down there in Trinidad? I'm sure it's hot down there right now.
Well, it's nice and warm. Of course, no ice in our mountains, so it's beautiful and green. We have sunshine and the occasional shower because this is our wet season. We're still in our wet season. But all in all, the weather is beautiful. And if you do have a rain, it's not a cold rain.
Okay, so basically it's beautiful all year around in Trinidad and Tobago.
It sure is beautiful all year round.
Well, you know, Atlanta folks out there and our folks on the web, we have this series each and every week right here on Cultural Vibes Radio, where we want to introduce you to Nannen Eco Tours. Now, this week, we're going to be talking about the Pitch Lake. But before we do so, Mr. Nannen, what are some of the services and packages that you offer to folks who are coming down to Trinidad and Tobago?
We are a full destination management company where we look at every component of the traveler, and we try to package all that into one single package where the client has no problem. We look at everything from meeting and greeting the guests at the airport, taking them into the hotel, see that they're comfortably booked in, and then we source whatever information they want and whatever they want to do in Trinidad and Tobago, we put that in place for them. So I am happy to say that apart from Nannen Eco Tours, we are a full destination management company. Terry, the Pitch Lake is one of the natural wonders of the world. There are not too many La Brea tar pits in the Western Hemisphere. There's one in Cuba, there's another one in the United States, maybe one or two in the United States. But we in Trinidad have a sort of endless resource of pitch from our pitch lake. It is a huge lake of asphalt where pitch is harvested from this lake every day and refined and packaged in drums and exported all over the world. It is used for making a number of products, and I could remember recently with the games in Germany, the pitch from the pitch lake in Trinidad was used for the preparation of their Olympic ground. So, and then pitch taken out of the lake is used for a tremendous amount of product. Bakelite and stuff like is converted into a number of things, records and stuff like that. So the use of pitch is tremendous. It's used in the building industry for waterproofing roofs and stuff like that. And of course, the building of roads, it is a major component in keeping all the aggregate together when they barber green the road. So pitch is an important resource in Trinidad, and this never-ending source of pitch, because when you harvest today and you dig out big holes of it, when you come back tomorrow, it's all filled back to the surface, and it gives you that impression of this never-ending supply just keep coming up to the surface. It is organic. It oozes in the form of a tar to the surface, and then it solidifies into a hard, crisp surface. And the many years ago, they used the pickaxe to harvest. They dig it out in large chunks when it is still very cold and before the sun is up in the morning, and they loaded it on trucks and trolleys and take it to the refineries to have it refined. And if they used it when it was in that state, they used to use pieces of sledges or hammers to break it up into a fine powdery stuff, and then spread it on the roads, and it melt and gel into a sort of smooth surface. Now they're harvesting with the tractors, and they put it on these cable car, and it goes straight to the furnace where it's emptied and boiled, and all the residue and other unwanted material is taken out, and the pure pitch is put in drums and then exported all over the world. So it's a very, it's a sort of lucrative, it is a big industry in Trinidad.
And Trinidad and Tobago. That's completely amazing. And, you know, we're talking with Winston Nannen, president of Nannen Eco Tours Trinidad and Tobago. Folks here in Atlanta and the rest of the United States, if you want to get in contact with Nannen Eco Tours to book your tour packages, phone number is 888-282-2665. Once again, 888-282-2665. If you are in Trinidad and Tobago and you would like to contact them down there, from there, phone number is 868-645-1305. Once again, 868-645-1305. Now, Mr. Nannen, there are different types of species in Trinidad and Tobago. When I came down in 2005, you took me to an area where I saw a lot of monkeys. What area is that in Trinidad? And explain, you know, what type of monkeys can, you know, tourists come down and see.
In Trinidad, particularly in Trinidad, we have two species of monkeys, and both are seen in the southern parts of the island, while their distribution is wide. But mainly in the Nariva swamp, we take people in on these tours to see the red howler and the white-faced capuchin monkey. Both these monkeys live in, they're territorial, and they live in packs of maybe 10 to 12 animals per pack. Monkeys, you know, there's a leader to the pack, and he is, you discover that by the male leader bellowing very loudly, instructing his group to stay close to the harem. Monkeys, they feed on young leaves and fruits that are rampant in the forests of Trinidad and Tobago. There are many, many fruiting trees. So there's a tremendous source of food for the different species of monkeys. The red howlers would browse on the canopy of the bigger trees, and they're found much higher up, feeding on the fruits of several trees, including the balata and the olivier and tapana and stuff like that. And the white-faced capuchin monkey feeds on the fruits of the queen of palms, which the local name or vernacular name for that species is the cocorite palm. But you see them, you know, they're very playful, and you can see them on a nice day. You'd see a little pack playing in the canopy. They swing about. They use their tail as a fifth leg. It's prehensile, and it's used for twining around branches and helping in the movement of the creature. So you see them swinging, leaping from branch to branch, and in fact using that tail to support themselves quite nicely.
That's completely amazing. Talking with Winston Nannen, president of Nannen Eco Tours Trinidad and Tobago. If you'd like to book a tour, you can also email Nannen Tours at bookings@cvmtravel.com, bookings@cvmtravel.com, or 888-282-2665. Now, Mr. Nannen, let's say you have different groups wanting to come down. Let's say a group of 100 or so. Will you be able to accommodate such a large group?
That's absolutely no problem, Terry. We have been in existence for a long, long time, and we have been handling large groups, particularly cruise ship people, coming off the cruise ship doing different types of tours. All we need